Hi guys, tonight we're making gumbo. Never mind the hissing sound. We are creating our chicken stock in this pot. In order to know what our chicken stock is, hit the link in the bio. Alright, to our stock pot, we're going to start our roux. We're going to put in flour, 1 cup of flour. 1 cup of flour. Into that, we're going to add some Creole seasoning. That's a tablespoon of Creole seasoning. 1 full tablespoon of Creole seasoning. Then we're going to add garlic powder. That's going to be 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Give that a stir using a spatula and allow it the opportunity to turn brown. Never stop stirring it. Keep your heat around about medium high. On the electric stove, that will be about a 7. On the gas stove, in between medium and high. And just keep it stirring the whole entire time. It's going to turn brown. You'll begin to see the flour turning colors. As you can see, it's starting to turn brown. You want to keep stirring it and keep stirring it until it becomes the color that you want. I go for a dark chocolate color because I like a darker roux, but it's a personal preference. If you like a lighter roux, then go for it. But I like it dark. It's just what I like. The gumbo turns out really well. Really, really well. Okay, we're going to let that keep browning. Our chicken stock is now ready. So we have chicken in there, so we're going to shred the chicken. And we're going to strain this stock, okay? You're going to keep all the vegetables that's in there. Alright, so this is how I strain my stock. My chicken stock. Pour it in through the strainer so that I can have clear stock. And I keep doing that. And you can strain it over and over again. But now you have clear stock. And you're going to use that. We're going to use that in the flour for our roux. And as you can see, the roux is getting darker. Well, actually, I'm sorry. The flour is getting darker and darker. And that's what we want. Okay? But keep stirring. Because as you can see, I stopped. And it got a little dark. But you just scrape that into the rest of the flour and let it keep browning, okay? Just keep browning the flour. It's going to be really good. Alright, our flour has browned. It's a nice, pretty color. We're going to continue to let it brown. In the back, we're going to add 1 pound of sausage. Find a nice and gooey sausage that you love, and that's what you're going to use. Your favorite andouille sausage. This sausage here is down home, and it is one of Louisiana's very own sausages. So this is what we're using. Down home sausage, and you want to fry it until you can pull a lot of fat out of it, because the fat is what we're going to use in our next process. But meanwhile, while the fat is coming out of that sausage and our flour is still browning, we're going to go ahead and shred our chicken and put it to the side. So this is what your chicken is gonna look like once you have strained all of the stock out, you want to make sure that you take the habanero and throw it in the trash because it has enough heat in there, especially from the Creole seasoning and all the other seasons that we're going to add. You're going to have enough heat in it, okay? So let's get ready to shred our chicken. Alright, in the chicken shredding business, you want to make sure you put all the bones out. You don't want any bones. You just want straight chicken. Chicken. That's all you want. You want meat. Flavorful meat. Flavorful meat is what you're going to want. Okay, guys? So, shred, shred, shred. Shred, shred, shred. Keep all bones out. And all gristle. You don't want any bones or gristle. And some people say, what the heck is a gristle? A gristle is that cartilage at the end of the bone. Right there at the end of the drumstick, which is the chicken leg, basically, is this little piece here. You do not want that. Okay? So you're going to toss that in the garbage, and then you're going to shred that chicken. Okay, so I'll continue this and we'll be right back. Alright, this is the amount of shredded chicken off of actually 5 drumsticks is what I use to create this. 5 drumsticks. That's it. And those little flecks you see in there is garlic, minced garlic. So we're going to set this to the side and we're going to add it into our stock pot once we start our roux. So we're still getting some fat out of the sausage, so we're going to continue to let that give us what we want, okay? I wish you guys could smell this. This kitchen smells amazing. Amazing. Always wipe down while you're cooking, okay? It's very important. That way, you have less work to do when you finish cooking. Alright, let's move this to the front eye. Again, it was steady cooking while it was back there. We're going to stir it. You see how dark it has gotten? It's nice and dark, and that was just browning the flour. That's all we did, okay? You see any white flakes in there? Kind of mash those out. Let that keep frying. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start slowly, and I do use that word slowly pour in the chicken stock. And while you're doing that, it's going to start creating a gravy, okay? Let me set this down out of my, there you go. And you see how thick it got? Keep pouring. Pour. Stir as you pour. Kind of whisk that together to get any lumps out. You don't want it to be lumpy, okay? So, whisk it. Looks like chocolate milk, huh? I wouldn't pour this over ice and drink it. This would not be the flavor of the week for a drink. Alright. Now, we got all our lumps out. Keep stirring. Pour the rest of your broth in there. Oh, this is going to be so amazing. It smells divine. Keep stirring. And yes, it looks like dark chocolate. They always say gumbo starts with a good roux. I think gumbo starts with a really good chicken stock. You know, yes, I am from Louisiana. And yes, we are taught growing up that gumbo starts with a good roux. And most people make a roux using oil and flour until it browns. Well, I learned a few tricks along the way. Shout out, I'm going to get a shout out again. I know you guys probably already heard this. Shout out to Miss Florence. She taught me to make it like this. Okay? Alright. In that mixture, we're going to turn our heat up. We're going to add in some bay leaves. So I like to put in about 4, maybe 5, 6, I don't know. Just throw in some bay leaves. Those are all crushed up so they're not full leaves, but about 4 bay leaves. Then we can start taking our sausage and transferring it over to our roux. Because the flavor from the sausage is going to give us what we need in our gumbo. It's going to be so good. So let's get the sausage in there. And then when we come back, we're going to season our shrimp and then we're going to get that frying, okay? Into the skillet that we just got through frying the sausage in, we're going to add in the Trinity mix, okay? There should be about a cup and a half. It's frozen so it doesn't really look, it looks like more. But it's about a cup to, I say about a cup and a half is what that is. So you're going to add that in. And you're going to saute that because we're going to add that to our roux. Okay? And just a little sneak peek, look how pretty it is. It is the making of some awesome gumbo. Let me tell you something. Get the heat up. We're going to saute those. And we're using the fat off of the sausage to give us flavor. Flavor on flavor on flavor. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're going to season some shrimp. For our shrimp, we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of seasoning, 1 tablespoon of Old Bay, 1 tablespoon of cumin. And this is 3 pounds of shrimp, guys. So that's 1 tablespoon of cumin. And like I said, and cumin is spelled C-U-M-I-N, just in case you can't see this because of the light. And we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of kicking chicken seasoning. And I like a little bit more kicking chicken, but it's pretty good seasoning. And that's by Weber. Okay, kicking chicken. Put that in there. Let's put a little bit more. Alright, and some Creole seasoning. That's about 1 table, no, that's like half a tablespoon. So I would say about sorry. It may be a full tablespoon making me choke like that. It's a lot of seasoning, guys. You want to get that mixed in really well. Really well. Make sure your shrimp are peeled and deveined. And I use the small shrimp in my gumbo as well as the large. So I try to have a little mixture of both. That way it gives it a lot of, you know, depth to the gumbo, okay? And you're going to set that to the side and let that marinate for about 10 to 15 minutes. The longer you let it sit, the more it gets into the meat of the shrimp. But you don't want the shrimp to get salty. So my max on marinating the shrimp will be 15 minutes tops. For this gumbo, 15 minutes, okay? So we're gonna set that over to the side for 15 minutes, okay? While that's marinating, we're gonna give our veggies a stir because they have sauteed and they're getting ready to find a new home. And that new home is gonna be in this stock pot with that sausage. It has begun to boil. Oh, it smells so good. So let's get this over here. This is awesome. All right, get that a nice stir. Put the lid back on there. Turn that down. You're going to add some olive oil to this skillet. Okay, the reason you're doing that is because we're about to fry all of the slime out of the okra. Please fry it out. Some people don't like okra in their gumbo because it makes it slimy. That's because the chef, the cook, I don't know, they didn't fry the slime out. So I like to fry the slime out of my okra, okay? When you're cooking the slime out, it will tar just a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. But you want to make sure all the slime is gone, completely gone. If you pick it up and you see that stringy, it is not ready. You can add in a little more olive oil. That way it's not sticking to the bottom of the cast iron too much. But keep stirring it until all of the slime is gone. You don't need to add any seasoning to this okra because this beautiful, gorgeous pot has all of the seasonings that you need. Okay? So keep stirring until all of it's gone. But you don't want to stir too much because then it falls all apart and that's not what you want. We want some okra in the pot. You don't want all the pods, the okra seeds in the pan. Alright, let's go ahead and add in 1 can of diced tomatoes. 1 can of diced tomatoes. Put that in there, okay? Put that lid back on there. Alright, our okra is almost ready to add. Oh, it's ready. You see that? No more slime. That's all you gotta do. Fry all that slime out of there. It is doable. It took me about 12, I would say about 12 minutes to do it with the heat on, and this is the electric stove with the heat on about a 7. So it took about 12 minutes, all right? So then you're gonna put that in there. I know in real time, you guys don't really know, so I'm gonna try to coach you and tell you. If you have any questions, please put your questions in the comments. I will answer those questions. All right, let's go ahead and put some more olive oil in there. And let's go ahead and get ready to dump our shrimp in there. This mixture, we're gonna go ahead and put our chicken in. Yes, we're gonna change pots. This pot is gonna be just a little too shallow for us. So when I come back, we're gonna have a larger pot and the shrimp will be frying, okay? You know what? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tell your mama and them, your auntie and them, your sister and them, your cousin and them, your dad and them, everybody and them that we over here cooking. Look how pretty that is. But it is not ready to serve. It is not ready to serve. No, don't you get that to nobody, baby. That ain't ready. All right, we're gonna put the lid on there. When y'all come back, the pot gonna be about this tall. The pot is gonna freaking grow. All right. All right, we have added our shrimp. And we have changed pots. Okay, we had to go with a bigger pot because we're making gumbo. You always need a gumbo pot. Why did I forget? Yes, I'm waving a knife around, and the reason I'm waving this knife around is because it's parsley time. So this is fresh parsley. So we're going to chop this fresh parsley up, and we're going to add that to our mix. Okay? Do you need the whole entire bunch? I'm gonna say I don't think so. Come on over here while we chop, chop, chop. Alright. So, I like to cut the bottom part off. I don't need that portion of it. Unless I plan on replanting and figuring it out, huh? Put that out there in the herb garden. So, we're gonna chop this parsley up nice and fine. Will I use all of this? I doubt it. But you want to make sure it's nice and finely chopped. You don't want to put whole pieces of parsley in there, okay? Finely chopped. Finely. Fine. It's late at night, and the later it gets, the goofier I get because I am goof troop. I know that some people say, she must be tipsy, baby. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody drinking. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm just goofy like that. Always have been, probably always will. It is what it is. Right? That's what we do. Alright. So we got that all nice and chopped up. This back half probably won't make it to the pot. If I was to guess, I would say that's about a cup. Pressed down in there, so I want to put about 2 cups into the gumbo. All right, so we're gonna chop all of this up. Make sure you get it. Chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it. And you're gonna need a really good knife to chop it finely. Fine. I always say finely. You're gonna need a really good knife to chop it up the way you need it to be. Okay, and you're gonna have parsley. Alright, so we're going to put that into our gumbo. And we're about to take those shrimp and dump those over into the gumbo. Because what you don't want is overcooked shrimp. Alright, so that's enough parsley, okay? We're going to save the rest of this parsley for something else we're going to cook. Alright. Let's give these shrimp a stir. The ones on the bottom are pretty much done. The ones on the top are not. So get that a stir. Turn your heat up. Because we're getting ready to add this into the gumbo. And then we're going to put the lid on it and let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. Let it sit overnight and it'll be ready. But we're gonna cook it and we're gonna fix us a bowl so y'all can see how pretty this is. Oh, it smells so good. Alright, let's go ahead and start adding our shrimp. And don't be scared, put the juice in there too. Because that's packed full of flavor. Why, yes it is. It's too late for me to be eating. It is, it's late. It's really late. But it's okay. We give the customers what the customers want, right? We love to cook. If you have not done so, please do so now. Please like, subscribe, tell everybody. Tell your mama and them, your dad and them, your brother and them, your sister and them. Everybody. Alright. Oh, look at that pretty juice. We're going to add that. We don't have to add too much because we already have enough liquid in our pot that we need to boil down, right? So now is when, can you guys see that? Let's get a better angle. All right. So now we have steam coming off of there. I want you guys to see. All right. So if your gumbo looks like dishwater, that is not gumbo. Your gumbo needs to have a dark, well, like I told you, I like my roux dark. Okay. So it's going to need to look like swamp water. All right. And to get it to thicken just a little, we're going to add in a teaspoon of filet. Not even a teaspoon. I would actually say, because I'm an eyeball cook, y'all. I eyeball stuff, so, but you guys have to have measurements. I would say that was 1/4 of a teaspoon, okay? 1/4. In case somebody say, which? 1/4. And maybe, can't hear. There you go. 1/4 teaspoon. We're going to get that a stir. We're going to add in another 1/4 of a teaspoon. Now we're at 1/2 teaspoon. But I only add it 1/4 at a time, okay? And then I check it. And it's not where I want it to be, so it's going to have to boil down some. And another 1/4, okay? Well, that wasn't quite a 1/4. There we go. All right. And then I bring that to a boil. And I let it boil for about 15 minutes, okay? 15 minutes. When it's boiling and it looks like that, then you know, baby, you have arrived. You have arrived at a piping hot pot of gumbo. See how it's going bloop, 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 bloop. Yes, honey. We're going to let this thicken up just a little bit more. And then we're going to be ready. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. If you have not done so, please like, subscribe to this YouTube channel. We have a lot of giveaways coming up at the end of May. That's a short time from here. A lot of giveaways at the end of May 2019. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Oh, yeah, baby. Great things are happening. Let's sing our theme song while this thickens. Let's cook. Let's eat. Everybody repeat. It's vittles time. It's vittles time. Let's cook. Let's eat. Everybody repeat. It's vittles time. It's vittles time. Yeah. So y'all, the later it get, the goofier I get. It is what it is. If you do not know how to spell Beauxs Cajun Cuisine, look at that. B-E-A-U-X. B as in boy, E as in elephant, A as in apple. U as in you are really unique. X as in Xavier. Raise, R-A-E apostrophe S. Beauxs Cajun Cuisine. That's because we sell barbecue too. But we haven't done a tutorial on barbecue just yet. We have done a few videos. But anyway, I digress. This is turning out spectacular. And I tasted the gravy and it is on point. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. We got a bowl coming up. We have a bowl of gumbo coming up. Turn the heat off and let it rest, because as it sits, the roux is going to get thicker and thicker, okay? It's already nice and thick, but it's going to get a little bit thicker, so it's going to have the right amount of consistency and depth. That's what you want. Look how pretty that is. Oh my God. Somebody's going to eat really well. I swear, y'all, there's some rice in the bottom of there. No lie. It's some rice in the bottom of there. I swear it is. But it's so meaty. See, look, there we are. There's the rice. But it's more meat than anything. Now you have a piping hot, flavorful bowl of awesomeness. No lie, awesomeness. Awesome. Like I said, it's too late for me to be eating. Let's scoot that back there. Let that keep sitting. The longer it sits, the better it gets. Okay, the longer it sits, the better it gets. All right, so we're gonna have this for lunch tomorrow. All right, you guys, please like and subscribe and share. If you have not done so, please do so now. And you have any questions, please leave them in the comment area. I will reply, I promise. All right, I love you guys. Talk to you later. Let's cook, let's eat. Everybody repeat, it's Vittles time.